Hello and welcome to thebusiness.com. I'm joined here with Liz Drury from the Franklin College in Grimsby. Hello Liz.
Hi.
Hi. Liz, can you just explain how you started and what is the aim for you, your job in Franklin College?
Right, I've been at Franklin for about 5 years now, and my role is loosely described as projects officer, which basically means that anything anybody hasn't got any time to do ends up on my desk.
Okay.
But the project that I'm most heavily involved with at the moment is something called the Career Academy, and that's a new venture for Franklin College. We're a sixth form college, so we have students from age 16 through to 19. And the Career Academy is it's a national programme, it's a charity actually, which has been running in the UK since 2002. But it's an idea that's come across from the States and it's been established for a much longer time over there. And you can set up a Career Academy in any kind of subject you want to, but we're having two, one in law and one in business and finance.
Okay. So how many people have you got at the college at the moment that are involved in this?
Well, we won't actually be launching the Career Academy till September,
okay.
So the students that will be involved in it haven't started with us yet.
Right.
But it'll be open to any student who's studying at level 3, that's A-level equivalent, in law or a business studies subject. But we'll only be able to offer it to a handful of those students, probably only about a dozen in each subject area.
Okay.
And the reason for that really is that we need a lot of input from local businesses. And so it would depend largely on how many local businesses we can get involved as to how many students we can take onto the Career Academy.
So there's a certain criteria for a company to get involved, really?
There's various different levels that companies can be involved at. We're going to be looking for what we call partners in business, so they're mentors for our students.
Can that be any type of business or a certain, does it have to be solicitors? Obviously they're looking for law students. What are you looking for? What's the best?
Well, for the business and finance students, it can pretty much be any kind of business. For the law students, there would need to be some kind of legal aspect, but it needn't necessarily need to be a solicitor. It might be that it's a big firm that have got their own legal department in-house,
okay.
Who could take a student on
right.
like that. And the mentoring scheme, they wouldn't necessarily have to be from the same subject area as the student, because that's more of a kind of personal thing. And there's training given to the mentors, so they're not completely left in the dark, and there is a programme for them to follow. And what will happen is the student will meet with their mentor about every 6 weeks, probably half-termly, and we'd like those meetings to take place at the mentor's place of work, so the students get to go out of college and see, how things work in the real workplace.
So it's an ideal opportunity really for anybody to be watching this video who has a company and would like to get involved either in sponsorship or as a partner or as a mentor for these students.
Yeah.
So really you're looking at a two-way programme, obviously to help the student and for the company.
That's right.
So Liz, you can be contacted anytime?
I can.
Yes. Is there anything else that any company or anybody needs to know?
Yeah, there's other ways that companies can be involved.
Okay.
We're also looking for 6-week internships for our students. We do ask that these are paid internships, and we ask that the students are paid at £1 above minimum wage, but they're aged 16, 17, so it's not a huge amount that we're looking for. But we want that to be a really meaningful experience for the student, something more than they would get from doing work experience at school.
Yes.
So if a business could give the student a 6-week project to work on, which would be useful for the company as well as the student, that would be ideal. The other way people can get involved is by coming and giving talks to our students. We call these guru lectures.
Okay.
So it's for people to come in and tell us about their particular area of expertise. Our tutors do have like a wish list of things they'd like people to talk about, but there might be somebody who's got a really interesting story of how they got to be where they are in business, or they might have some tips and tricks to give the students.
A little bit like what we offer on the business. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, Liz, that's really interesting. Is there anything else that we need to know?
There is one final way that businesses can get involved, and that's by offering workplace visits to small groups of students. We'd like to try and organise as many visits as we can to different workplaces so students can see how things work out in the real world.
Okay, because it is different to what they actually think.
It is.
It is. It's good. Okay, well you can find Liz's profile on the business and you can contact Liz. Thank you very much. It's been really, really nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.